food enthusiasts, I'm Saucy Dragon, and today is the beginning of a potential new series called Food Around the World, where we take a look at some of the amazing cuisine in countries all over the globe. And what better place to start than the United States of America, where I and Big Foods admins live. So let's start off. Now, the cuisine of the US reflects many different cultures, particularly those of Europe, Italy, Germany, France, pretty much every country in Europe has some reflection in the cuisine of America, the food, and as such, many of our restaurants serve food that is simply an American version of the food of other cultures. Italian pizza is totally different from American pizza. Go to Italy, buy a pizza, and you'll know what I mean. So think of some of your favorite so-called American foods. Hamburgers, pizza, or ice cream perhaps. These foods actually come from Germany, Italy, and China respectively. So ice cream is from China apparently. I always assumed it was from Italy because gelato, but China did it first. Some beloved American foods actually do originate from the US, such as potato chips, buffalo wings, chocolate chip cookies, and many types of soda including Coca-Cola. And presumably Pepsi too. Americans tend to create food that is rather unhealthy outside of moderation, such as Pop-Tarts or corn dogs or something like that. Whatever you'll have, I don't know. But yeah, it's obvious. Just gonna need to have to accept it. Foods from the US tend to have rather convoluted, confusing names, but on the other hand, so do many foods from other cultures, so not like it's totally unique here. Some examples of this that we'll be explaining in this video are French fries, Spam, and ants on a log. So first of all, French fries certainly aren't French, but they aren't exactly American either, per se. The recipe for what eventually would become French fries was supposedly first invented in Belgium, but French fries were soon discovered by an American soldier in one of the world wars, and he gave them their name since Belgians mostly speak French. I did not know that, but proceeding onwards, in 2003, an attempt was made to rename French fries Freedom Fries because of an American quarrel with the French at the time. Freedom Fries? Really? It didn't catch on, although some restaurants did promote this, it didn't catch on, and so hence why nobody calls them Freedom Fries today. Anyway, so Spam, it's a combination of the words spice and ham, although this strange meat contains neither. Spam emails are actually named after this product from a Monty Python performance in which the name of this food was repeated constantly, like spam, 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 spam. I don't know. I haven't seen the full thing, at least in a while. So the word is also supposed to be an acronym for shoulder of pork and ham, but that's not really how acronyms work, since that would be like SPA. But some believe it secretly means scientifically processed animal matter, and hopefully that's just an urban legend. I think that's what that is because, yeah, it's not. That would be bad. So, moving on, proceeding, etc. The history of ants on a log is strange and uncertain. From its physical appearance, you could guess that the raisins are the ants, while the celery is the log, it's basic stuff, peanut butter, it's like the coloring on the log that makes it brown, But it's not known who gave it this name to begin with. Like, someone just saw it, they slathered some peanut butter on some celery, and stuck some raisins or craisins or something on it, and then, I think it would be really appetizing to eat some ants on a log right now, so that's what I'm gonna call it. So, anyways, America is also very famous for its big food, wink wink, like thebigfoods.com, our website, YouTube channel, subscribe if you're not already subscribed and stuff. Yeah, support the big foods. Extremely large versions of normal food reserved for gluttons, large families, random tourists, and of course, fans of the big foods like you, hopefully, if you're watching this video. And many American chefs pride themselves on having the largest of a certain type of food in America. And that's cool, but I think that the largest chocolate bar actually isn't American, if I remember correctly from one of our other videos. It was made in Britain. Great Britain, UK. I don't know. But people all across America have a deep fondness for food, which sadly is part of the reason why there's an obesity epidemic here. 34% of adults and up to 20% of children and teens in America can be considered obese. So that's fun. Not really, but yeah. It's reality, so you know what I mean if you live in America. Now, without further ado, on to food facts. Fun food facts. The thing that I am mostly known for on the big foods, and I'm really behind on the website. I'm so sorry if you actually pay any attention to fun food facts. I'm really sorry, I've been really behind. I'm considering a different schedule for fun food facts because it's getting hard to manage everything else. But I do enjoy making those, and I will make some more soon, so don't be worried or anything. But anyway, on to food facts. So starting off with, I don't know, a crazy one. In 2012, I think, yeah, there was a study that stated that 52% of Americans believed that paying their taxes was easier than figuring out how to eat healthy. Of course, like, I don't know, taxes are hard to me. But yeah, that's really sad that so many people would say that they just don't want to eat healthy, which, again, obesity epidemic. Yeesh. Americans eat 31% more packaged food than fresh food, and 1 in 4 Americans eat fast food every day. Yeah, that makes sense. We have evidence. This stuff, that's just what happens. And 10% of American disposable income is spent on food every year. That's not too crazy. In fact, that's like probably less than I would expect, but think about it however you think is reasonable. The most and best cheese is produced by the US, and the state of Wisconsin, where I and all other big food admins live or have lived, is the #1 cheese producer in America, so that's kind of cool. Like, you're pretty much the biggest cheese producer in the world, sort of. We're part of it, and we're the biggest one in America, so yeah. And that's also the reason why the Big Foods logo is, well, not exactly the reason why. But we live in Wisconsin, so there was a heavy influence from the cheese. So, there's an actual reason why, if you want to hear the story, which we have reiterated in, like, almost every video. Basically, at Rashab's school, there were high schoolers who came in to tell a story, or their composition, to the kids, and the one Rashab was paired up with, he told a story about some sort of floating cheese in our house, and so Rashab copied it down onto a slideshow and showed him. It was a picture of cheese, and it said the big cheese. And that's how all of this started, and now our logo is a piece of cheese, because how could it not be? And we live in Wisconsin, so that might have been what's going through that high schooler's mind, and if he's watching this somehow right now, I guess, thank you for the Big Foods. The magical gift that is the Big Foods. Anyway, I went off on a tangent. So, lollipops were actually also an American invention. They were named after a racehorse of all things. I think it was actually a competitor of the person who invented lollipops. I don't know. But it might have been even in support of them. I didn't do that much research on this specific fact. But the horse was called Lollipop, as in first name Lolly, last name Pop. So, that's interesting. Lamars, Iowa is considered the ice cream capital of the world and produces the most ice cream worldwide. So, if you love ice cream like any reasonable, sane human being does, then you should head on down to Lamars, Iowa, or however you pronounce it. One of the hottest peppers in the world, the Carolina Reaper, is grown in the state of South Carolina, USA. Now, the reason I didn't say the hottest pepper, which it previously was because I think recently, or maybe even not that recently, I don't know, I don't pay attention to the rankings of hot peppers, I guess. Recently, the Dragon's Breath pepper overtook it, and then I think a little while after that, another thing overtook the Dragon's Breath pepper. Like, it was like the X spicy pepper or something. But so now the Carolina Reaper is in 3rd place, if I'm getting my stuff right. So it's not actually the hottest anymore, but you still should not eat it. It's not recommended at all. So the first commercially grown tomato was planted in Ohio, and one of the reasons, if you didn't know, the tomato wasn't commercially grown before this was because it was believed to contain a deadly toxin. It was actually thought of to be part of the deadly nightshade family, so that's not good. All those European people thinking that tomatoes are toxic, and yeah. And then there was this one guy who ate a tomato in front of a bunch of other people, and they freaked out because they thought he was gonna die. I remember hearing this story. I don't remember who he was, but he was an important historical figure in America's history. Wink, wink, if someone would like to look it up. I'm pretty sure this is a real thing. And going on to now our last fact, which is kind of crazy. The watermelon is the state vegetable of Oklahoma, even though it's considered to be a berry. Well, so first of all, watermelon? A berry? Really? And then also, who in their right mind would call a watermelon a vegetable? That just seems wrong to me. So, yeah, that is... And I'm pretty sure they called it a vegetable because it's somehow related to, or looks like, at least, squashes and pumpkins and stuff. So they thought that, hey, I guess it's a good idea to call it our state vegetable or something. But anywho, with that, we are finished with our American food facts. For now. If you want a sequel or you're interested in another country's food, let us know in the comments below and consider leaving a like and subscribing for more crazy food. I can't even say it and it's my own thing. Calm down. Consider leaving a like and subscribing for more crazy fun food facts, as I was trying to say. I'm so sorry. And don't forget to head to thebigfoods.com to get your free tickets to the summer event. And now's the part of the video where Rashab usually says, peace, so peace, I guess.